Hey, this is Frank. In last video, we talked about how to connect the brushless motor and the gearbox just to set up one leg for the MIT Cheetahs. So I also did some tests in last video. But this week, we will talk about this main board, this Jetson Orin Super, how to set up this one and use this one to control the leg, the actuator. So in this video, I will show you how to set up the development environment. So this one need to connect your display, your keyboard, your mouse. So it needs a lot of accessory. So this will make your desktop mess up. So I decided to purchase some tool. This is a 3-in-1 CrowView. So this provides your display, your keyboard, and mouse. You could connect to your mainboard developer kit very easily. So I can show you what original setup I have that kind of mess up. So this one will get your desktop much clean. So I will show you how to connect the hardware. So here is the original one I have. You will see I have the original display. So a lot of cable on your desktop. So now I use this one to replace the old one. I already set up this one. I will show you how to set up the environment. So let's set up this CrowView first, and let me show you how clean it will be. Okay, so we need a cable because the original design for this kit just for the Raspberry Pi. I will show you how to do the Raspberry Pi later, but let me show you the Jetson first. So we need a cable. The cable need to connect to your display port. So I just use this one to connect your display port of the motherboard. And this one is for the mini display. Yeah, just connect to the mini display port. Yeah, this display, this monitor looks very good. It looks like a MacBook, but actually it's just a display and the keyboard and the mouse. Also, it provides the power. It's come with the battery, so it's very easy to set up. And if you want to do some development outside, you can carry this very easily. So now it's already have the power. So, but for the Jetson Nano, we need a different cable to connect it to the power. But for the Raspberry Pi, you don't need that. It will provide the power to the Raspberry Pi as well. But for the Jetson, I need a separate one to separate the cable for the power. So let's plug in the cable for the motherboard for the Jetson Nano. Now you can see it's working. Let's move this around a little bit. So you can see the fan is running. It's need about half minutes to get it running. So let's wait. Okay. Yeah, it's very easy to get this set up. You don't need a lot of cable like the old setup. The old setup, I use the original monitor, use the keyboard, use the mouse. But for this one, if you need to use if you want to use the mouse and the keyboard, you need another cable. This one is a USB cable, just connect to your display. Yeah, it's you need one USB cable. As I mentioned, this is not the original design for the Jetson Nano, but for the Raspberry Pi, it works perfect. And I will show you how it works after I get this set up. So let's get the mouse and the keyboard working. Okay, let's take a look at the keyboard. Make sure the keyboard and the mouse works. Okay. Let me show you, if you have some Raspberry Pi project, let me show you how to connect it to the Raspberry Pi. So you can easily switch to the Raspberry Pi. Just do not unplug the power, just keep the power on. So you just remove this one, and you can use the Raspberry Pi. I have another project for Raspberry Pi, so I will show you how to connect with the Raspberry Pi. Let's get my Raspberry Pi. So for the Raspberry Pi, you have this plug-in, you have this adapter. So you just connect this one with the Raspberry Pi to the adapter. Yeah, it's could plug in perfectly. Okay. So now, if you need to use your keyboard, so you need to connect this one. You need to connect the USB. Okay, if you connect this one, your mouse and the keyboard will also be available. Okay, let's. If you want to start a Raspberry Pi project, you could just plug in it. Yeah, this is very convenient. I have another project. Every time when I do some test, I have to move my device outside of my office. So I need that one is for the vehicle detect. So you can see there is one small switch. So you need to use this switch to turn on and turn it off. So let's show you how it's going to work. Yeah, you don't need any battery. Last time I remember I go to outside, I do some vehicle speed detect. So I have to take a lot of stuff, take the battery back, take keyboard, everything. Yeah, but right now you don't need to do that. You just use one hand to hold your device and do some test outside. Okay, now let's turn it on. I forgot to turn on this one. Yeah. You will see there is an indicator if it's turning on. So after about 10 seconds, it will show up. You will see the Raspberry Pi is running. Yeah, you can see the mouse and the keyboard is also working. This is very, very convenient. Okay. Let's switch back to the Jetson. I will show you how to set up the environment, how to install the Linux OS. Yeah, we need to set up the Jetson developer pack. So you don't need to turn it on because the power is still running. I did not unplug the power. So you just put it back. Everything working. Yeah, that's it. That's what we need to do. Yeah, you can see you don't need to restart the application. Now let me show you how to install the Linux application, Linux system. I already done this before, so I will reinstall everything from beginning. So let's take off the SD card. Let's get off the SD card. Let's turn it off and rebuild the SD card. Okay, let's turn this off. Okay, now we need to download the image file. So you need to go this site. We install the 6.2. So just go this site and download this one. Yeah, make sure you need to download this one, not 5.0. It's about 10 gigabit. So I already downloaded before, so I just install this one and try to flash the file. Let's find the file. After you unzip is 23 gigabit. For the USB, just pick up your USB drive. Let's find my USB drive. Okay, I use this guy, so I don't need this one. Let's make sure I write to the right one. Okay, I know I use this one, so let's select this one. Let's flash. It's needed about 10 minutes, something like that. You'd better have a large SD card. It's probably, I think it's 128 is the best. Okay, let's give it a few seconds. It's probably in a few minutes. Okay, now let's install this one. You could install the SSD. I do install the SSD, but actually you could install everything on the SD card, micro SD card. If your micro SD card space is very small, you probably need to install this one, install the SSD. I would prefer install the OS on the SD card and install the Docker image in the SSD, so you have a lot of space. Okay, let's insert this one. This one is on the top side, so it's a little bit difficult to install this one, to plug in this one, so it takes me some time to get it insert. Okay, now it's working. Let's power it on. I also plug in the cable, the internet cable. So because I need to install something, I need to use the browser, I need to check some documentation. So now let's turn it on. Okay, now it's on. You can see the indicator is on. This display is on. Oh, I have not yet turned it on. Okay. Now it's running. Okay. You need to select the accept the term, continue, pick up English. It's just the next. Okay, continue. This is the right time zone. I'm living in the Dallas. Okay. So give it a name. Frank Fu. Pick up a password. It's an easy password. And make sure I remember that. Okay, type it again. I could automatically log in. Continue. Let's say the size of the. I would prefer you use the 128 gigabyte SD card. I do select install Chrome, but actually it's not able to install that. I did a lot of time, every time it's fail. Even you already connected your internet. So it will fail. I know it will fail. Okay, give it a few seconds. You'd better install the Chrome, because if you don't have the Chrome, if you want to search some documentation, you cannot do that. Basically, you can do nothing if there is no Chrome. If you want to some command, you have to copy it from your. You have to type that or copy from your USB drive. So I would prefer you have the Chrome install. I will show you how to install the Chrome later. So yeah, it's working. It's need a few minutes to get it running. Okay, it's a reboot. It's pretty fast. It's only need like 2 or 3 minutes to get it installed. The only thing you need to change is change this to the Max Super. You don't have the Chrome, so there's nothing you can do. I will show you how to install that, but I need to install the OBS first because I want to do the screen record. I don't want to use the camera to do this one. Okay, see you in a few minutes. Now after we install this one, I have the documentation over here, but the documentation not work perfectly. You need to change something. I will show you later. So first of all, let's install the Chrome. There's 2 commands you need to run to install the Chrome. I will put this command and the link in the description of this video. So let's install the Chrome. Here you need after you install the browser, you need to reboot your device. Because if you don't reboot that, you will get a lot of problem. You will say it's a driver not get fine or something. But after you reboot, everything should works fine. I already rebooted before, so okay. Now let's open the documentation. You have to reboot. Just make sure you reboot your device. Okay. Now I already did this before, so let's just install the demo. Let's go over here. Okay, let's say agree. So we don't need this anymore. We already did this one. We already did this one. If your micro SD card is very small, you don't have enough space, I would recommend you install another SSD and move your Docker over there. They have some documentation to do that. So let's do this one. I just install on my micro SD card. So this is easier. We don't need to reset the container. Okay, let's install the container. This one just install the Docker. Okay, let's install this one. It will install some development environment. Okay. Yeah, looks good. Now let's download the image, the container. Okay, this one will take a lot of time. This one will download the image from the Docker Hub. So it may take about 20 minutes, I think, based on your network speed. So I also want to tell you, if you only have 64 gigabytes micro SD card, this will not work. You have to add at least 128 gigabytes for your micro SD. So let's fast forward this one. Okay, now it's done. Let's run the demo. Before you run the demo, you need to follow this documentation. Yeah, I already run this one. I already download the image. So let's take a look at the camera I have. So I have a web camera. So it's a Dev 1 and Dev 0. So we need to install the AIO HTTP. So this one, there is some tricky for this one. I'm in the United States. I still not able to install this one. I don't know the reason. So there is some trick. You will see there are a lot of error. It's not able to install this library. Even you are in the United States, I don't know what's the reason. So, but I have some workaround. In China, there the Tsinghua University, they have they host this one, so we could use this guy to install the library. It's from the Tsinghua University. So basically, the official documentation is not right. That's not going to work. I tried a few times. Okay, now it's working. Now let's run the demo. So its camera already said, there though, so I don't need to change anything, just copy it over here. Okay, I just need some time. Okay, it's still running. It's still. After it's done, you need to use this URL to access the application. Let's open a new browser. Now it's running. It will see some error, but it's not important. Let's just go over here, change the IP address to localhost. Now you can see it's me. You need to type something, type the object you want to detect. So I want to detect the face. Okay. So let's type something over here. Okay. You can see it can detect the face, the mouth, the eye. If I remove this one, let's remove this one, put a head over here. I think it's not able to do that because the demo, I think they don't, when training, they don't use this one. They don't use the head, so let's remove this one. Let's just keep the eye, the mouth, a face. If you put a cell phone, it's not working. It's only detect this kind of stuff. This is how I install the development environment. In next video, I will show you how to use the Jetson Nano to control the accelerator. So use the canvas to trying to control just one leg of the cheetahs. I think that's pretty much all. Thank you for watching this video. I will put more stuff together. Hopefully I can get my MIT Cheetahs working. It's a long journey. Thank you very much. See you next time.